I'm live, and I have DVDs to clean. Click this button. I've never done this, so click this button on browser tab window, the entire desktop during the share and stream. Can everybody hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Excuse me. Thanks. But yeah, we're going to clean some DVDs while more people come in the chat. So this is what I'm doing this afternoon. I thought everybody could join in and experience cleaning DVDs. Yeah, we have our, as you say, eyeglass cleaner, handy dandy. And then we also have our towel. So you have a spray and you clean. But little by little. Yeah. But this way it's safe for the DVD and it gets all the gunk off of it. Because, you know, when you go thrifting, you get a whole bunch of gunk and everything. Next one. The $6 Million Man, Season 2. There's a little bit of a crack here, but that's okay. It's still sealed. Okay, two. I'm going to separate those into two piles so I can have these and those. Next one is River of No Return. Oh, I gotta get the stickers off too. Stickers gotta come off. Stickers gotta come off. All the DVDs. That's three. The Battle of Oriel. I have no idea. Documentary? World War II documentary? Hey, welcome in. Thank you for being here. You're gone. No. Where's this one? DMX and something else. Gotta get the stickers off. Gotta get the stickers off. This one's a little peeled, but that's okay. It's still technically brand new. The Cold Pepper Cattle Company. Couldn't tell you. I have no idea, but it's worth money. I usually pick up DVDs anywhere between $1 and $3. I flip them for 10 to hundreds of dollars. Yeah, usually that's my threshold. 10 or more. Death Warrant action. Then I have to clean all those DVDs. It's a lot of cleaning. It's a good idea that when you get this, though, it's going to be nice. Richard Simmons, Sweating to the Oldies 3. I actually got a whole bunch of Richard Simmons. I just picked it up. Got about like 7 different versions of it. I'm going to lot it up. I got them for $1.50 a piece. They're all brand new. You'd be surprised. I've sold a lot of Richard Simmons in the past. And people like to collect it and or watch it. He's kind of going into seclusion, too. I'm going to put this aside. I have a whole bunch of that. Sweating to the Oldies, too. Richard Simmons, Sweating to the Oldies, original. Or this is the 20th anniversary edition. I've actually sold this. This used to be worth more. But it must have overpopulated the reselling market. It doesn't seem as popular as it once used to be. Hey, welcome in. Thanks for being here. We're currently working on eBay stuff. We're cleaning DVDs. We're sweating to the oldies with Richard Simmons. I also have to clean that stack, and I'm here to talk about reselling. If you have questions or you want to just chat, throw it in. Let's go. Just a lot of cleaning. Because you want to give good product. Not wrong. Am I right? Yeah. You want to clean it up. You want to make it look good. Yeah, I just picked up. I picked up a whole bunch of Richard Simmons sealed stuff. I'm gonna lot it together. I got it for $1.50 a piece. But people like to collect Richard Simmons. Here's another one. Sweating to the Oldies 4. I have 3, 2, 1, now 4. 20th anniversary edition. Picked it all up yesterday. I was out on Long Island. Got good deals. And DVDs on Long Island are about $1.50 less than they are in Manhattan, which makes sense. The further out on the island you go, the cheaper the things are going to be. Less people, less demand. So, party off the pounds with Richard Simmons. Another thing I was working on today, if you're curious, is that I'm working on the newest episode of TRB Collectibles, where I go to Brooklyn. Hint, hint. And there was a packed house. Guy lived there post World War II. His wife was a flight attendant for a long time, so they used those benefits and traveled around the world. And they had all this stuff, especially from World's Fairs. You should totally check it out. But yeah, Boogie Down the Pounds with Richard Simmons. I think this is the last one I have. I had 7 of them. And comps were going anywhere between 50 to 75. So I picked it up. You can't beat it. There's no beating it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Mana mana. Got a message on eBay. Let's see what it is. Yes. What is the message on eBay? Message on eBay is, what region is one of my DVDs? Should be listed. I list all my regions on my DVDs. So that's interesting that they did not. They did not see the region. So I'll reach out to them. I'll let them know. I'm going to let it sit for a sec because I got to keep going a little bit. We're doing pretty well on this stack. It's already gone down. I got all 3 Terminator movies on Blu-ray for $1.50 a piece. On their own, they don't do well, but when you combine them all together, that's where you're going to make your profit. So sometimes you buy stuff and put them together and you make your profit, and sometimes you sell it individually and you can make even more. And either way, it's easy to pack and ship. They're all the same size and rectangle shape. So you can't win. You can win. You just can't beat it. I got more space. Running out of room on the desk. Terminator 2. Skynet Edition. Put that there. Terminator 3. The Terminator. Well, no, this is the first one. I already did the third one, I guess. I was elected to lead, not to read. Anybody watch a Simpsons movie? Oh, that's a good line from the Simpsons movie. And then I got this complete Frank Sinatra set, and they only wanted $2.99. So I was like, okay, sure, no problem. $2.99, you got it. There are so many stickers. So many stickers. There we go. Got to make sure not to tear the plastic. There we go. Spritz on, and you wipe it down. Because you want to make sure that it looks nice. And it is nice. Like if you buy something, you always want to make it look good. You don't want to get something that's dirty, dingy. Like this just has enough, a little bit of alcohol in it, so it'll really clean these DVDs really nicely. Put that in a separate pile as well. What do we have here? The King of Kings. Anybody watch wrestling? Triple H? If you have 2 of one video, do you list both or wait to sell? If you have 2 of one video, do you list both or wait till one sells, then list the second one? That's a good question. So you could do a couple things, and it's all about demand, right? Depending on if it's new or used, you don't necessarily also want to compete with yourself. eBay doesn't like that as a rule. Um, so when it comes to new stuff or used stuff, I'll tend to hold items. But what I'll do is I'll list mine and create scarcity, right? Mine will sell out at the price that I want, and the next one that I have, theoretically, if I had the least expensive one, I can list the next one for something higher because there's no other people below me, and I listed it at that price point, and people will try to outprice me. So I'll buy to hold if I have two of the same video or DVD. And it just creates more demand for it, which can increase the price. New or used? Preferably, I like selling new. Who doesn't? I just have to clean the fronts and backs. To clean those are all the used ones that I have. They could go for the same price point as the new ones. It's just more cleaning involved, more photographs, more detail. The new ones I can list I could probably list twice as fast as the used ones. It's just finding them is the hard part. But great question, by the way. Excellent question. The Music Man, snap case, because it snaps. Yeah, the Music Man, if it comes in a regular shell, actually doesn't do quite well. So it's interesting. I've learned that sometimes people have snapback or snap case movie collections. Um, to be honest, they're I do not enjoy them. They don't stack very well. They tend to teeter totter, and I think they were some of the first designed. They're cheaper material. They're cardboard. Here's another one. Showboat. And then we have Mary Poppins, 45th anniversary edition with the slipcase, and it's brand new. So I'll clean the outside, but I'll also check the inside just to see what the discs look like. Not the discs, but the inner packaging, just to make sure. You don't want to clean it so it looks good, it looks nice. It could be tedious, but it's all the same shape, it's all the same size, it's good condition. Put that on the pile. We're going to move on to Oklahoma. What's the song? How does the song go? Something, Oklahoma, blah, blah. 50th anniversary edition. Do the same thing. We'll pop it out, see the slip, clean, put it back in, put it on top of Mary Poppins. Move on to Fiddler on the Roof. Next one is To Catch a Thief. The bandwagon. Are you hopping on the bandwagon? Can I take this sticker off without causing any damage to the path? No, it will stay. Taking stickers off is not very fun. But it's gotta get done. Sweet. Sticker achieved. The last waltz. I've sold this before. Saw it at the thrift store, purchased it for $2.99, and sell it anywhere between 12 to 15. It's not bad. Some of these are for quantity more than quality. At the end of the day, if I could find it and sell it, then I'll find it and sell it. It doesn't hurt me at all. This one is actually pretty decent. I think this is one of those magnetic strip ones. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that. Some of these stickers just don't come off. Long Island medium. Pick that up in Long Island. Let's see. That one. Ooh, who likes that cha-ching sound? What did I sell? I sold a DVD. Hey, welcome in. How are you? How's it going? We're just cleaning DVDs, cleaning product, getting listings ready to go. You know how it is. If you want, mention something in the chat. Let's talk about something. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Hip hop ads. I gotta do that whole stack. I'm happy to chat about reselling. Let me know. Or if you just want to just leave me in the background, I am good white noise. I also made a new episode for TRB Collectibles today. It's in production. I'm going to make the thumbnail. I have not made the thumbnail yet. Also, I keep finding the Quiet Man DVD. Like, this is my third copy of it. So, was it a dollar store item? Who knows? It was donated? Who knows? Gotta be careful, because I don't want to rip the plastic. Stickers are the worst, when you get them on, like, Goodwill stickers and whatnot, when they, like, come off in, like, 8 different pieces. I understand that you're not getting people to try to take off stickers at the store. But when you get home, it's, atrocious. We gotta be careful so you don't rip things and cause more harm than good. There's another one. Now we take our handy dandy mister, clean it up, and wipe everything down. Wiping it down. Okay, that takes care of all the new DVDs. Now we're gonna move on to the used ones. That takes a little bit longer, but it'll be easy. I'll probably list all the new ones relatively soon. If you didn't catch it, we also cleaned a whole bunch of DVDs of Richard Simmons sweating to the old 80s. So we're doing that. We're doing bunches of things. We're going to clean off these now. Okay. Start with this copy of Interstellar with the IMAX. These will take a little bit longer. There's more stickers on them. But that's okay. So what is everybody up to today? What's new? Tell me. Everybody having fun? You guys go to work today? Almost. Well, it is 5 o'clock. We'll put that here. Back to the Future 25th Anniversary Blu-ray Edition. Yep, picked it up for $1.50. Couldn't believe it. Now, not only do I have to clean the outside of these things, but I also have to check the discs. It tends that Blu-rays are a little bit easier to check because a lot of people don't smudge them. Unlike with DVDs, they just decide to finger paint on the back of them. Clean disc. That's what you look like. Clean disc. Clean disc. It's a good one. Go ahead, check for stickers. And we're going to clean up this next one. Take our other towel. We're going to wipe the back of the disc lightly, not too much, because there's just a little bit of dust, but no scratches. That's a good one. Clean this one up. Little crevices. up. Ooh, we got some smudge. Okay, put that away. Put that on the pile. Move on to the next one, Creepshow 3. This one is actually pretty decent. Put that there. Let's check the disc. Disc is good. A lot of these that I buy are pretty good. I don't really buy too many things that are not worth it. Storm of the Dead. And we have a sticker. Not a big one. Check that disc. Ooh, we got a crack in the case. Ooh, smudgy. So we're gonna. The nice thing is this is also good for discs. So we can go ahead and clean that up. And that disc is good. Clean the front a little bit. Okay. Magic Kingdom DVD that I found. This is a fun one from 2002. That's a good disc. Jeepers Creepers. That's all good. Moody Blues Live. I've sold this before. Some of the used ones you have to clean a little bit deeper because they're more loved. Say it that way. Clean disk. Boom, clean. Another sticker down, and we keep moving forward. Hey, welcome in. What up, Will? Hey, we're doing it in reverse. Usually I come into yours. Will, what's going on? How goes your new year? How goes restructuring? I saw your totes that you donate a lot of your inventory, and I saw that you listed a lot of new video games and stuff up. I also saw your short on the PSP external battery, which was really cool and interesting. But good information. Also, the other thing I'm looking into is a couple days ago you recommended a book, if I'm not mistaken, more so about social media promotion marketing, and I looked into it. I might get the paperback. But Will, what's going on? What's new? We're cleaning DVDs, a lot of them. I use disc cleaner to clean most of the DVDs. Yeah, I want to check it out. Has it been really what? as far as its focus, is it generalized, or does it get specific, like into YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and how you curate your content across multiple platforms, boosting engagement, things of that nature? Am I right? Because I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to do different things. I haven't done live before. Here we are. We're doing live. We're doing it. Also, I got to go over 87. 87. Holy cow. So here's my question. This is what I want to know. What would you say as far as like in terms of the 1,200 listings? Like for me, the majority of my listings are two categories. Cross stitch patterns. I have a whole story for that if you want to know it. Two, DVDs and Blu-rays, because I enjoy selling them, and then everything else is individual pieces that I find that I could probably sell for more than $30 to $40. DVDs are bread and butter, but of those 1,200 listings, would you say you had a majority in one category, or was it 1,200 listings of everything, and it was easy to go through because you just knew, or were there bulk sections of your inventory where you're like, it's got to go? Because going from 1,200 to 87, that's incredible. Okay, I'll have to check that out. If you're wondering what I'm reading, feel free to read in the comment section down below. Will's giving us the insight about the book that I asked about before. Yeah, you're absolutely right, and that book is more than absolutely right. Is that you can do what everybody else does, and it looks like the same content, or you can do something different. Will, you already started that even before you started reading that book, where a lot of your content featured that yours was different in the fact that your editing of your videos compared to most, at least in the reselling community, is strong. Like you know how to edit videos together and add those special like that the little you coming out of the coffee cup. I had to I had to watch twice to understand how you did that. And I was like, oh, I want to do that. And I want to know how he did that. So I had to watch that so many times to understand that concept. And then if you like when I responded to you when I got your stickers in the mail, I was like, I want to use that tech. So I found software and how to do it with the little envelope with the video in the envelope. I was like, oh, that's it. But you did it first. But that's what's cool about it. You set it apart. But it also nobody creates anything really original. Everything is borrowed, if you know what I mean. Everything is taken from something else and done in your own way. Was ranged mostly by year, so the oldest stuff was easy to sort. Okay, and also pretty much took out all the used goods. Oh, okay. Now you only have new goods in the store. Oh, so so my question to you, Will, are you only sourcing new product, whether it be wholesale, online, garage sales, estate sales? Because when I go, I have a whole. Will, let me show you what I just cleaned. You weren't here for this. Oh, I know they're a lot of work. So let me show you. So I've been picking up a lot of Blu-rays and DVDs on the island, but I have two stacks. I have used and new, and then this is just this week. This is all new. This is all brand new DVDs and Blu-rays. Ugh. And now I'm cleaning all the used ones. But I know how much work you put into those. And that's why I was impressed by what you did, because people were, I remember reading comments about people like, oh, I was this, that, and the other thing. How did you do this? And I was like, oh, I want to do that. I want to use that, because there's so many innovative ways of doing that. Because you could also, like one thing that I was thinking about doing that, you could integrate that in your full length videos if you choose to do that. But you could use them as like little like kind of like on TV when they have like little things pop up like ads out of the corner, like, oh, here comes peanut butter and blah blah blah. You can like have little images of yourself walking across the street. And I'm gonna try to do that like with certain things. I've done that. If you've watched the intro to my full length videos of the subscribe and ring that bell notification, I've used that tech there. So I want to see what I can be creative with that. But as you said, it takes the time to do it, and I'm a little bit backlogged on my episodes. We're cleaning a triple feature now, taking stickers off. It's so much fun. Uh, so, Will, where are you primarily sourcing now? Are you still yard selling it, or are you fully in transition mode for FBA? Let me know. I see what you say with the without FX, but the FX make you stand out. It's different. It's fun. That was a sticker. Yeah, it does show up in the long videos. If I had time, I'd do more of that. Right now, it's much more possible to do the shorts on a regular basis. I totally understand the shorts. I'm trying to get into it. I'm trying to do more updates on my Instagram, on my reels, um, just to garner more. My goal this year, um, my goal this year was to be more present. I got feedback, and I'm open. I'm always open to feedback. That's the one thing you can do that I believe in, is that accepting feedback by viewership. And remember, it's your original content, so you choose to make the videos the way you want to. But also, you need to understand and listen from the people that watch you too, because otherwise they'll just tune out, and then you're just talking to yourself, and that's pointless. So I took feedback that I wasn't present in my videos. So if you start to watch the full length videos now, you're going to start to see more recaps. You're going to start to see more of me. I'm a little bit behind. I'm a little bit behind iLibrary content, if people weren't aware. So I have a backlog of content that I prearrange. And so a lot of these updates won't take place for, a couple more weeks. But it's the idea that as I walk into estate sales in a couple weeks, which you'll see in the videos, you'll start to see me introduce myself physically. I'll be, oh, hey, I'm Tom, and this is TRB Collectibles. We're heading into this estate sale here. So you physically see that there's a person behind the narration. So I'm trying to be more present in the moment, daily updates, trying to get into that YouTube short game, but it's the idea that I'm not understanding. YouTube Shorts allows 40 characters, but they say they also allow 1,000. Because what I do is I copy over my body and my hashtags from Instagram Reels to TikTok. And if I could do the same thing for YouTube Shorts, then I'd do it in all three places. Because I'd like to give everybody updates here on YouTube, because this is where I have the most amount of a following. Cleaned. But that's what I'm trying to cross between. The one thing that I noticed is that YouTube Shorts bring in the subscribers, but it doesn't necessarily translate to the full video, like the full length video, in terms of they're coming over to watch that. They prefer to just watch the short reels, which YouTube's accommodating for, monetization. Just try to figure it out and have time to edit. That's the big thing, is that I'm really focusing on building the business, not only on the East Coast, but I'm also focusing on building the business on the West Coast. So the business is not in the way, but the business is the focus. But I want to bring more people into the business to, you know, circumvent the whole thing. But I'm just rambling at this point. But I'm trying to be more involved in the community physically rather than just through commenting. I'm real. That's what it is. Um, Will, question for you. Have you started the process now that you're down to 87 items on eBay? Have you started more of the process of FBA? Have you started to seek your sources, seek your manufacturers? Are you going to develop an item, or are you just going to purchase an item to sell wholesale to begin? We are east. We are back east at TRB Collectibles East. We are not in San Diego. But if I was in San Diego, at least at the beginning of the month, it was quite damp. But California needs the water, so it's a 50-50 thing. We are TRB Collectibles East at the moment. But TRB Collectibles West will be coming. Not FBA, been getting the LLC. Okay. Taxes, etc., etc. All the boring stuff. Hey, that's all the good stuff. Is that okay? We drive a couple times in San Diego. MS, Remind me. Where did we chat in San Diego? Next, the learning curve is trying to find suppliers. I've sent tiny shipments to FBA before. Not too hard. No, when I first started, I did eBay and Amazon FBA, but I did books for FBA. Boy, that was something. I had the scanner, Bluetooth scanner, and everything. Those shipments were always interesting because I could never get enough in. It wasn't really. I would send in without sell. You know, like I would make enough to pay the fees, but it wasn't worth the. There was so many competitors in the book market. If I could get ungated in DVDs and Blu-rays, oh boy, I'd be right ready to go. Hey, yeah. Matt, I remember you. We talked. What was it like? Row E, spot 27 at Kobe. You had all your excess inventory out, and he said I shouldn't buy it because you're just unloading it. I do remember. Thank you. Also, thank you for watching. I appreciate you being here. But I will be out in San Diego in a couple months. You'll see me. I'll be there. Yeah, YouTube Shorts don't have watch hours. Are you trying to learn how to make shorts or decline or deciding if shorts are right for you? Well, it's the idea that, we're talking two separate conversations, but that's how my brain works. To answer the FBA question is, are you using QuickBooks? What are you going to use for your tax software? At the beginning of last year, when I went full time with this, I started QuickBooks so I could keep all my numbers together. I actually have to finish that up for the year. Taxes are not going to be fun because that's in one lump rather than monthly. To go back to our second conversation about YouTube Shorts, I want to utilize YouTube Shorts, but not in the traditional sense of making content specifically for YouTube Shorts. I want them to be like more so used in an update format where they embellish a full video, more so like a small ad, not an ad, but hey, you should watch because blah, 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 flashy things, but not in like the gimmicky way, the more so informative way. It's the idea that I want the shorts and the reels and the TikTok videos to be more so the personal connection that I have with people, and the episodes to be episodes. So you get to see my out and about, but the shorts are going to be utilized as my day to day. You know, click work nicely and with Amazon, doesn't it? Yeah, the only concern, probably what I'll use too, been using Excel up to now. I used Google Sheets because I had Excel, but Google Sheets was working for me. I wrote all my formulas. It worked well at the end of the year. But when I started selling 10 to 15 items a day, every day, and all the math and all the excess stuff, I was like, I need the software. So I pay up for the software. The only thing is that with the base software, they give you external porting access, meaning that your sheets are imported. You can import them manually as well, but automatically from different websites, which they integrate with Amazon, but you have to pay per source. So if you wanted one for eBay, you pay for eBay. If you want to pay for one for Amazon, you have to pay for one for Amazon monthly and or yearly. But QuickBooks this year also tracked all my mileage that I drove to all these estate sales and flea markets and thrift stores. And I didn't have to think twice. Once I got out of the car, I said, yep, that was personal. Yep, that was professional. And it calculated all my mileage. So at the end of the year, this year, when I do my taxes, I know exactly how much mileage the car, the year, the age of the car. So this way I know exactly how much I can submit truthfully, because it tracks it on the phone in the background. I have unlimited data, which I need for eBay anyway. So, sure, that's a good way to separate it. Well, powerful. No, it's really good. But understanding like I took finance in college, and I took but there's some stuff that I sit there and I go, oh no. But QuickBooks is nice because they offer a lot of learning and education as well, and integrated in their software. Granted, I'm not a tax professional, I'm not an accountant, so there's a lot of things that it's walking me through. Then I could also have a live chat with somebody if I needed to for additional help. So it's a great software. Is it pricey? Not necessarily. It's like $25 a month for me because I have the eBay stores, so it's one port. It's well worth it because it creates a lot less headaches, and I can focus a lot more of my time on my business and making more money. But yeah, that's where it comes in, and I recommend it for you, especially for FBA if you're doing a lot of transactions. It's very helpful. Also, LLC, that's a good way to go. I think I'm still doing the sole proprietor thing right now. Still doing the sole proprietor. Will, what is your social media goal for the year? Where do you want to be? What do you want to do? Do you want to have it monetized by the end of the year? Do you want, what do you feel like doing? My goal by the end of the year, I don't see it being monetized. I think I'm at 530 right now in subscribers. My goal is to be more involved, like I said it before, more involved in the community, but in some form of, I'd love to be in like a live group where we could all just talk about reselling on the week to week, like how was your week, what's going on, what's doing this, what's in the news for eBay, what's in the news for Amazon, what's in the news for Etsy, what's in the news for reselling, what is Whatnot, because I do Whatnot now as well, which I'm very excited to do, because the engagement on there, like with this in YouTube Live, is I get a lot of engagement on Whatnot because I also advertise my channel, and I get a lot of subscribers from that, and they're all interested on where the stuff comes from. And I use Whatnot more so to unload all the stuff that I can't sell on eBay, but it gets me my money back. So it's all the bulk buy stuff until I can get that following. Like, the way I can describe Whatnot, and you already probably know this well, but Whatnot is good for those with a large following that you can make eBay money. If you have no following, you just got to unload what you have and be happy you could sell it for the price that you did, because you need the following in order to find what you want. So until I get there, I'm going to be unloading a lot of the stuff that I can't sell on eBay for dirt cheap. But as long as I get those follows, that's what I care more about than the monetization, because then eventually I could sell more stuff on Whatnot with lower fees. All right. What do you say? Goal, produce regular content. That's all I hope to achieve. Money will follow as I have the follower count, not the watch hours. So, Will, is your goal to create more full-length videos, or are you going to go the short route for monetization? What would you like to do in terms of socials? I just want to talk more about reselling, to be honest. I'd find it fun if just to have a chat, go back and forth with people, different ideas, because it's interesting. Like you could watch. Long form is the way. I still support you on that. By the way, I like to call it an accountability buddy. And what an accountability buddy is someone who checks in and makes sure that, oh, it's all good, it's okay, you got this. Just to check in, accountable, you know. But I took a month off and my hours belly flopped. It happens. It's okay. I took January off. I usually start the beginning of February. Um, but if I could get something going where we could have like Will, I would love for you to be a part of it. Um, but like a weekly like social where there's like a bunch, uh, just a bunch of people who resell, just talking about the news, what their thoughts are. But it would be like very not curated, but you would have your topics that you would talk about, kind of like a book club in a way, where you'd be like, oh, we're going to talk about this today, we're going to talk about this today, we're going to talk about this today. We'll get completely off topic and talk about none of it, um, but still have a good time because you're amongst a community that understands you, right? Little by little by little. Also, Will, how are the yard sales and estate sales by you in California this time of year? Like, I'm starting to learn the winter buzz because I picked I used to resell or go to estate sales and flea markets and thrift stores right by Coco and Chewy, like literally right by Coco and Chewy. Um, and now I'm in New York and in San Diego. All right, no worries. I'll see you soon. But yeah, so it's exciting building a business. Is it easy? No. No, no. No, no, no. But it has its moments where it's rewarding and it's a lot of fun. And I have a good time. It's just trying to find those sources and that inventory and building it because I have the processes there. And just trying to figure out what's next. Matt, are you still with me? Are you still in here? Rapid fire is listed. Oh, so many stickers. How to paint. Yeah. Put that over there. We'll move on to the next one. Oh, another sticker. No. Well, that's a good question. It really varies. So when I first started, I really didn't know what to look for, but it's the idea that you want to look for items that are not something that you don't recognize. So action could do it, but more so in the action category, it has to be limited run, limited release. So stuff that's not overpopulated or overproduced. It's the idea that they made a limited run. So you could say action, but I would say the most collectible and sought after are more so like the Criterion collection, which is more so that they go in depth on a film than they're after it is produced. Um, you want classics. Classics are also very good as well. Um, but I would say the horror genre, but the indie horror genre, like the really like off the wall, very weird, not actually horror, but like kind of just mildly comedy and entertaining because it's so awful. um, like obscure stuff, like you see this, what is this? The sorry, Kino collection, I think so. But like the Kino Lorber collection, this is stuff that I look for as well. It's harder to find because people know specific ones, but if you look for something that's off that you don't recognize, that's what sells really well. Hopefully that answers your question. Coast Adventures, Season 1. It's a good question. Are we talking series set or individual movie? So the individual movie, I have bought things for $1 that I then have flipped and sold for $200-$300. It really depends. It has to be very, very off the wall. Like I could say for series, there was one series that I sold. I picked it up for $3, and I sold it in less than 6 months for $350. Sorry, excuse me, $250. And then there are series in the new video that I'm about to release on YouTube tomorrow. I picked up the entire collection of the Benny Hill series for $6, and then I flipped it for $350 because it was brand new sealed. So I would say that $300 range is a sweet range for me when I get up into the hundreds. But I actually sold a VHS tape. It was a horror Christmas VHS tape right around the holidays. Picked it up for $1 at the Goodwill. Yep, got it $1 at the Goodwill. And I sold that for, what was it? I sold that for $134. Best offer. I put it up for $150. Somebody offered me $134. I think because they wanted me to include the shipping or whatnot and the offshoot cost. And they picked it up. Yeah, it was sold. So yeah, that's VHS too. Last DVD, Chair Dancing Through the Decades. Do, do, do. Well, that's the thing. So that's a good question. I have yet to do that. I am now only sourcing DVDs I know I can sell. And you could say, well, how do you know you're going to sell it? Well, when I do something called comping on eBay, I go ahead and check the sell-through rate, meaning that I'm seeing how many sell within a 3-month period. And if I could price buy it appropriately, I could actually pretty much sell everything that I've purchased so far for at least the New York store. I used to just buy stuff on a whim, thinking, oh, it'll sell. No, now I'm pickier in what I sell, just for the pure fact that I don't want to have money tied up in inventory. I want inventory to flow. So I now only buy stuff that'll flow in and out, get the money out, buy new stuff, move on to the next thing. Continue the process. With that, I am out of DVDs to clean. The ones down here are all brand new. I cleaned them all. I cleaned all the used ones over to my left. There was just a couple, not a lot. And yeah, so thank you for being here on the first live listing or live cleaning of all my Blu-rays and DVDs. If you're interested, stay tuned. You should subscribe. You should go follow on Instagram, follow on TikTok, check out my whatnot, and shop at my eBay store. at TRB Collectibles. Well, with that said, I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their day. Thank you for being here, and I hope I see you soon. Bye.